Give it up for your DMV right here. A more pleasant DMV experience. Although, Harry, you were mentioning you were at a DMV today, and it was actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I did an interview for the LA Times, heard of it. I mean,
they're no Variety, but I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Michael Schnieder. I'm the executive TV editor of Variety. Yay!
Yeah,
here we go.
Michael Schnieder.
So when you mentioned the LA Times, I had to say boo.
Yeah, boo them. But I did an interview, and they were like, oh, and for texture, can we do it at the DMV? And I was like, nightmare. Why would we do that? Our whole show is about how uncomfortable it is. There's nowhere to go. It's so loud. And I'm like, this is going to be terrible. My ADHD is going to be fucking popping off. I'm not going to say anything appropriate. But it was like a day spa. I can't tell you guys. 4:30 p.m. Cole Avenue on a Friday. If you have business, get it done then. It was incredible. A lady was like, can I help you? There was so many empty seats. I don't know what was going on. Is there a local sporting event nearby? I'm not sure. But high recommend.
Yeah, I think the DMV is popping. This is going to be the new hotspot. Dana and Matt, I mean, you may be ahead of the trend in sort of creating the DMV as the place now that people want to be, especially on a Friday afternoon.
It was hot outside, and there was free air conditioning. Like, it was incredible. Anyway, I'm a big fan.
It's all changed. Well, let's kind of start at the origin story. Dana and Matt, why don't you guys sort of take us through the early process of DMV, the idea. I know there was some inspiration from a short story as well. Dana, you want to take this and kind of give us the primer?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, this I was sent the short story, which is called Chicken Flavored and Lemon Scented. And I read it, and a executive producer that I've worked with a lot before, Aaron Kaplan, had sent it to me. Robin Meisinger, who's a manager at Anonymous, had sent it to him, and then he sent it to me, and I loved it. I loved the idea of a workplace comedy at, like, arguably one of the most dreaded places. And I have 3 teenage kids, so I've recently spent a bunch of time at various DMVs in Los Angeles. And
you still wanted to do a show about the DMV after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Matt, how about you? How did you get involved, and your thoughts early on setting a show in this world?
Well, I mean, I love the DMV. Yeah, well, Dana asked me to help out, which was probably a big mistake on your part. And yeah, I love working on ensemble comedies, and this was a chance to really dig into the relationships that form, that, like, what is a work family? And that's kind of been our discovery. And as Harriet's learning, like, hey, it isn't really a dreaded place. There's people that are just trying to do their best. And when people walk in, they certainly dread what's happening there. But I think, like, the frustration that we've discovered is, if people would just, like, follow what the form says, like, everything would go smoothly, and that creates a weird bonding moment for the employees.
Matt is pro DMV. He loves it.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, in the first episode, I mean, I'm kind of pro the employees at the DMV. I mean, we're starting to, we're seeing them as real human beings, which is kind of nice too. Kind of talk about taking that short story and how did you, like, what did you take from that story, and how did you kind of want to create this world? What were some of the early beats that you wanted to hit in sort of developing this whole community?
Yeah, so what I loved so much about the short story was there were these beautiful, extraordinary moments in a very not beautiful, extraordinary place. And so that was something that I really wanted to recreate in the pilot, and the beauty and just the relationships between the characters, and that everyone who works there has hopes and dreams, and they're layered. And when I was going there as a customer, I'm not, you don't walk in and you're not thinking about the experience from the employee's point of view. And so that was something that was really interesting. And just the just organic diversity of a DMV. It's a real rite of passage, and arguably a great, like, one of the last true democracies, because everyone, no matter what your situation in life, like everyone's in the same boat. Everyone has to go there. You have to do the test, pass the test, get your picture taken. And so that was something that was really interesting to me.
Right. No matter your economic status or your celebrity status, you still...
Anything.
Yeah.
Young, old. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So...
Well, and also, I know you guys love sort of creating these workplace comedies or sort of, there's some great workplace comedies that have been on television for a long time. Sort of what inspires you in sort of creating these worlds, and how would you kind of compare it to some of the great workplace comedies of the past?
Yeah, I mean, we have our checklist for what we're finding makes a good DMV episode. And that is specificity about the DMV. Like, we want to do stories that could only take place at a DMV. There's always heart in our episodes, and the comedy is very character driven. What else? We're tackling some themes that we find interesting that are relatable to people not just who work at a DMV, but bureaucracy, inefficiency.
Yeah, we have a whole storyline. I know we talked about this recently that that Greg, Tim Meadows, you can clap for Tim Meadows, where he's kind of battling red tape, Sacramento. We have a name for that later. He's trying to get his desk chair replaced, and just which sounds simple but turns out to not be simple. And again, that's something that we just feel is super relatable. Something that should be simple isn't.
Yeah.
And, we just play that through. And we feel that that's what these workers are going through, and how they relate to customers who come in and feel like this should be simple. And it's like, we're doing the best we can, but these are the regulations that come down.
If only they had a union as good as SAG.
Yeah.
Oh, bring it. Nice.
There she is. Gigi Zumbado.
SAG-AFTRA in the house. That's a very, very nice digs, by the way. So Harry, of course, everyone knows Harry from Colin from Accounts.
I don't know if they do.
If not, you should. That's
My
the other
mom
thing.
does.
Okay, we're getting you the real IDs, but then first you're going to go home and binge Colin from Accounts, and then you can go on your trip wherever. But
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus, exactly. Home to second day runs of DMV too,
Yeah,
eventually.
probably, yeah.
So we can watch both. Get your whole Harry fix.
That's it.
So that sounded wrong. That sounded really, really inappropriate.
Oh, God.
So talk about, though...
I want to riff, but I'm going to stop.
just stop right there.
I'm going to, because I don't know. Like, people print these things. I don't know.
They do.
Yeah, they
Fucking
do.
LA Times, right?
Right.
Who's with me?
Go Variety.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So talk a little bit about, obviously you and your husband, or you've been working on
My
this for a while.
first husband.
Exactly. You've been working on this for a while, but and you both have been doing other projects as well. How did DMV come to you, and sort of what stood out to you?
DMV came to me in a dream. It came to me when I was losing my SAG health. I was losing my insurance. Like that day, I know it happens. Everyone, we lose it. We go Cobra, we freak out. I was looking at my thing going, it's running out. And then DMV appeared and I was like, thank God. I can live to see another day in this country. It came at a time when, I don't know what we were doing, something. It was just like, October, and then we made the pilot in November. And then here we are. Where are we?
What is time
September.
anymore? Yes.
But it came in like, we were kind of like, oh, that's so exciting. Will it fit in with Colin? Because we were slated to do Colin soon, and it's been bumped a little bit, but it's all going to fit in. But like if I were a robot, fit in. But we'll see how far we can push the old gal.
Yeah.
Won't we?
Well, we should say that you were recently given a full season order, so
Yes.
which means you've got 20 or so episodes
Yes, it's
going
very
on.
exciting.
So,
In this landscape, that's massive.
yeah.
We are very grateful.
That's like 8 seasons in streaming world all at once.
Truly.
So-
It's 2.5 seasons of Colin.
So you'll already,
Like incredible. We're very grateful. And we only just got that news on Wednesday. So we're still going, what?
Yeah. No, that's a good sign. That's a good, definite vote of confidence for the show and everything that you guys are working on so far. And I think we could tell already from the first episode that things are gelling. This awkward thing going on here.
With me not wearing glasses.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what we're talking about. But the
So
relationships,
awkward.
Prescription.
the relationships between the characters. I mean, we're starting to already see it early on, and so it's kind of exciting to see where things go. Alex, same for you. I mean, you were previously working in Hawaii, and now you're working in Montreal. That's a little bit of a climate shift.
Yeah, as Harry says, very similar. Yeah. To just be working at this time, it's such a blessing. And so, yeah, thank you to CBS to be on 2 CBS shows. And it's pretty special for me, keeping what's it called? Like keeping it in the family, I guess.
Yeah. No, you've already been working with a lot of those folks there, so it's nice to continue. What do you make of your character and sort of his role as a little bit of a romantic foil?
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and I remember reading the character synopsis, and the first word in the character synopsis was perfect. Oh. And then a little bit later down the line was like golden boy and handsome, and it's so funny to think, growing up in New Zealand and being perceived a certain way and understanding that my features like big lips and a wide nose and brown eyes they're not growing up they weren't exactly the most seen as the most attractive thing, but it's interesting being here now and asking myself, why can't it be me? So I spent a lot of time kind of searching in myself to think if I was even worthy for this character, to be completely honest. So yeah, what a blessing it is. So thank you. Yeah.
You have had a lot of work done, though.
This is true. Don't tell everyone.
Okay, sorry.
And now is when Alex shows his abs. Now this is the
Take
point.
it off.
I'll be honest, they were photoshopped.
Shh. This is Hollywood.
Yeah,
This is the magic of Hollywood. Just take it.
Say that.
Just take it, man.
The honesty, I can't help it.
I mean, we appreciate it, but still. Harry wasn't going to tell anyone.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't ask, but I had a feeling. Just because it was like the head seemed very placed on.
It's too perfect.
Not that I've never thought or seen. I don't know, but
Right.
it did seem like an art department job.
Yeah.
Did you get approval on the abs? Did they show you a different few sets or anything?
No, I just let them do their thing.
Yeah, they did good. My abs were my own.
There's
My
you.
ab.
You did have your moment in that first episode, which again kind of reminds me of you had your moment in the first episode of Colin.
Oh yeah.
So there
Out
are
a window. I love windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a through line.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Paramount Plus, check it out.
Physical comedy.
Physical comedy.
Yep.
Gigi, let's talk about you and sort of when this script first came by, what'd you make of it, and what'd you think of your character?
I love the script. I was just saying to you guys, I have a very dear friend that is part of the casting that I have to give a shout out to, Gianna Butler. She's a very dear friend of mine, and she was so excited that she was just a part of a new project that was good. And she was like, oh my God, there is a role that like I just think that you'll be great for in this. You should read. And she was like, I'm just so excited to love a script again. It's been a long time to like really, really get excited to be into a script that the writing just like off the walls. And I was so excited, and I wanted to do anything to be a part of this. And it worked out great. I remember reading it, and I loved the character. There was a side of me that I don't know how to. I feel like you should say it more than me.
Well, the character was written as a different character. And we were talking about it on the way here because we're like, should we tell that story? Because I don't know if that's like, Like,
I don't know to tell that story
right?
either,
It's
too.
like,
I mean, Alex already gave up the ghost about the abs, so secrets are welcome here.
I mean, Gigi really made a choice that was not what was on the page, which can go either way.
Yeah, that's why we weren't sure whether we should say this at SAG before people go into auditions.
Always make a choice.
But-
Always just go for it.
In this, and I think because of your relationship with the casting directors, they were like, do it, and they passed it along, right?
Yeah, I think that's the other thing.
It was the right choice.
She was written very specifically, and I understood her name was Jocelyn, and she was, I say the
She was,
prototype.
like, perfectionist. It was a different character.
She was a very perfect, like,
There
I
were
think
two
it said-
perfect characters.
It said like something like doesn't like share her notes in high school with people, and I remember thinking, like she was like perfect, and I pictured in like a casting brain like Aubrey Plaza, and or like just that like office cold girl. But because, and I do have, again, giving credit to the casting office, Alexis and Christine and Gianna are these three girls that have made me so comfortable going in their office that I've been in their office before with things and they're like, we just wanted to see what you were gonna do. Like knowing I was wrong for the role for other projects. And I remember walking in and Alexis was like, I just wanna see what you had to bring. And I was like, okay. And yeah, they're the best. And I think if it was any other casting office, I would not have done this because I think I would have thought it would have been offensive to the writers because I really hold writing near and dear to me. And I, as an actor, everybody says today, you need to write, you need to produce, you need to do all these things. I love being an actor. I love just getting a script and doing my part of that. I really like just being an actor. And I think it's sometimes offensive to just go off and do something different. But those girls have made me very comfortable with trying different things. And as a Latina woman, I just think that if I worked at a DMV, like how I could see myself there, it wouldn't have been this fucking picture perfect girl. She would have been off the rails, Miami, like crazy. And so I just did try to picture, and I was even, I think one of my sisters, I think my mom taped for me. It was a self-tape. And I think I was gonna do this crazy Miami choice, and then I was gonna do another choice, how it was written. And I think my mom was like, it's Alexis and Christine, send that one. And I did. And then it worked.
Christina's here somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't hear. I didn't know. Yay! I love you, girls. Oh my God, great.
You got to give them better seats. Come on.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love you guys.
That's really interesting, though, from the perspective of you guys. When you saw that, and how did that sort of change your thoughts on this character? And it sort of opened up a new door for where you were going to go with those stories.
Yeah. Well, I tried to have a different, I normally when I'm writing, I'm like so stressed out. And with this one, sort of cheesy, but I did this like writing retreat and the woman was like, what are the characters telling you? It's alive, let it grow. And so I watched it and I was like, okay, like I loved it. It was different, but it was amazing. So the character became Ceci instead of Jocelyn.
Yeah. I like that you even changed the name just because this is a Ceci. So
Yeah, we talked about it. And, yeah.
because it's kind of like
I was like, Jocelyn would fit on like chonga earrings. I'm okay with Jocelyn. And Dana was like, no, man, give me some Miami options. And I did. I said a couple to you.
Yeah.
What were the others?
I think I said like Selena,
I
Cecilia.
have the email. I don't
And so
remember.
Cecilia is Ceci's short for Cecilia?
Yes.
Yeah, my aunt who also just passed away was Cecilia. She's like my second mom, and you didn't know that. I didn't say that, and you were like, "It's Ceci, it's Ceci," and I was like, "It's Ceci."
That's so
It
cool.
was fun.
That's wild. That's wild. And Ceci's kind of sassy, so it works perfectly. Curious, we heard Harry's side of the story, but for you guys, how did you end up saying, you know what, we want Harry and Colin from accounts, let's do it?
She was the prototype from the jump because Kate Adler from the studio had shared or put Colin on my radar. I think you even like sent me something that wasn't out yet, and I love dogs and I was obsessed with it. And so as I was writing it, Harry was in my mind, and then it all just really, like everything about this project so far really seems to be just working out, because then Trent came along, and then Trent and Harry are like best friends. And so I remember I was in a grocery store when Trent said you had read it and that you loved it, and then we got together. Yeah.
Is that what I should be referring to you as? Am I saying it wrong?
Who's that? Trent?
So, yeah.
What do you mean? No, Trent is our director.
Director.
Oh, okay.
Beg your pardon.
Okay. I was like, does Alex go by his last name and it's Trent? All right. Sorry.
There you go.
Or
No,
to direct.
Trent
The
O'Donnell.
director. Okay.
Directed bit of Colin. He's
Gotcha.
busy, and he direct. Yeah. Here we are. We're all back. We're back.
We're back. Okay. Thank you,
That
Harry.
was scary.
You're
That was-
welcome.
It's like, I got to know who Trent is. Who's Trent? What am I missing?
So sorry.
It's all good. So you shot the pilot how long ago?
That was in November. It was around the election. It was the election. There was a moment silent.
But that DMV that you guys created, so you did not shoot that at an actual DMV.
No, they have something else there. It's called like SAAQ. It's all French.
Yeah.
But we made one. I
But
didn't. Someone else did.
I mean, it's
Harriet made a DMV.
Made it.
yeah. You conjured it. You dreamt
Yeah.
it up. It's incredible how accurate. I mean, it literally looks like you shot it at a California DMV.
Bro, like when I went today, I was like, is someone going to come and put a mic on me? I'm not in costume. What's happening? Like I felt so weird. Everything is the same font, even the little details, like everywhere on the wall, we've got these, posters that say, get your real ID. And then again in Spanish. And it's like, we're in a French speaking town. It's weird. It looks perfect. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like bringing in palm trees on forklifts because it's all beautiful maple leaves up there, and we're like they're obsessively hosing down these palm trees to make it look like we're in California.
Right.
I know.
And we have
I was saying for
The Greens work
continuity,
hard.
Alex and I are going to have to go to like a tanning bed because there's not much sun there. And we came in the summer, and I was like, we're looking a little gray,
I'm
buddy.
getting paler for sure.
We're looking a little gray.
Just come over to the light side. I'm never tanned. It's so embarrassing.
Well, and we actually have a functional ID photo, like camera.
Yeah.
That Gigi uses and kind
Yeah.
of snaps them on set.
And it's so funny because like there I was doing that interview, like randomly the flash goes. It's just like at work. We have that going. It's so they've done a great job.
I control it.
Yeah,
there
she
was
does.
like one
It's a
day that
real camera.
They took the control away from me, and I was like, "Excuse me." They were like, "Oh no, he's gonna do it," and I was like, "Why?" I've been doing it every episode flawlessly. Let me add. I even like when I hear them yell background, I know to press it because there's a 3-second delay, and it's a gorgeous shot, and the light goes off. And then one day they were like, "No, don't worry about it," and I was like,
I will worry about it.
what happened? I think I controlled it better, actually, and we didn't even get the take with the shot that time. So,
You're saying you're all becoming real expert DMV workers. So this is the backup. Just
if we
just in
strike again,
case.
we're fine. We got a backup job.
Got the DMV. East Hollywood DMV, by the way, which I don't believe actually there is.
Fictional.
Yeah, but
I think it would be in my house if it were real. Very short commute
yeah.
compared to Montreal.
What do you, as Montreal becomes colder and snowier, does that impact? You can't really go outdoors all that much to shoot.
It's going to get tight. There'll be like 8 hours of daylight, but that's going to be a you thing.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a race to capture establishing shots. Anything that we would do, in an exterior, we would do that. But
Also, they're talking about like shooting plates for outside because there's, offices with windows and stuff. And soon it's going to be impossible to shoot day, and it's open during the day. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, the episode.
Harriet calls the parking lot a car park, so
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just showing up and doing what I'm told.
Episode 19 is the freak snowstorm in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So it'll be fantastic. What the classic question of prepping for this? We joked about spending time at the DMV, but nonetheless, what did you guys actually talk to DMV workers? What did you do to kind of get into this role? It's all you, Harry.
I was in Australia when it got picked up. There isn't a DMV there, but I read the short story, which was actually quite long. It's like 22 pages. But I don't know.
So they call it a limited series story then.
Honestly, this sounds lazy, but I do have very small children. I like to just work it out when I'm there. I like to work it out in the costume fitting. I like to work it out in the rehearsals. She's still coming to me. Like, I'm finding her more every script because I can't just make it up. Like, it's their baby. I'm excited every time I learn something about this person. But that's a nice way of saying I haven't been in the DMV except for today. But I liked it.
Yes.
And I'm glad I went.
Yes.
And you know what? I think I saw a Colette there because there was a girl who, like, it's so uniform, right? And her name was Ashley, and she had this huge sign in bubble writing, pink bubble writing, behind her head that just said Ashley. I'm like, well, there's Ashley. She works here. No one else has that. Like, I was so excited to see some personal effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gave some texture for sure.
Right. That'll be in your performance when you get back.
You'll see it.
Yeah, you're a little bit of Ashley now in there. Yeah. How about the rest of you guys? What was the prep like?
Please say that you prepped because I didn't.
I've waited in lines before. Yeah. Yeah. But coming from New Zealand, I think it's a pretty unique experience and a unique perspective. So I think it's nice to be learning on the job as I go about the bureaucracy of the place, and I think that's my homework is learning on the job.
Yeah, and I think you're right. We've all been in lines. We've all been inside bureaucratic mazes. So it is universal. So, Gigi, how about you? Have you spent much time at the DMV in your life?
Yeah, for sure. I failed my learner's permit and I think my driving test the first time. I've been a lot. That's why I knew where Ceci belonged in there. I a couple months before I even got the audition, my dad just moved to LA, and so he was getting his Miami license to LA. And I don't let my dad do anything alone because I'm afraid he's going to get canceled. So I went with him downtown. I'm really scared about it. I went with him to the downtown DMV. And
That one's a nightmare.
oh my God. We were just sitting there before I knew this was in the works at all. And we're sitting there and it was a freaking shit show. And my dad, I was a mess. And he was just like, Gee, you should really come here to do some character study. And serious, literally said it to me. And the woman in front of me was Ceci with 3 babies yelling at the guy behind us. It was crazy. And I was scared. My dad was about to get up and intervene with this fight. And he just looked at me and was like, you should really come here. You and your sisters, he said, because my sisters are actors too. He's like, you girls should really come here and do some character studies. And I was like, okay, Dad, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come hang out at the DMV. But that was the summer before the October, I think, auditions for it. It was July.
That is funny.
Dad always knows best.
Yeah.
But Dana took a guy home. Well, to dinner.
Yeah, I
let's-
did
let's-
spend a lot of time at the DMV. In addition to going for a reason when I went with my kids or to get a real ID, I went with my computer and I just sort of snuck in and would sit there. I took pictures. That's why the set looks so amazing because I sent them all and I was like, just recreate this. And they did an amazing job. And then I just thought, every time I'd have a writer's block, I'd be like, I'm just going to go sit and see, absorb what comes to me. So, and one day I wanted to talk to someone, and there was a guy who, I don't know, he sort of looked like he might be open to breaking the rules a little. And so I was like, I'm writing a pilot about the DMV. I know this is really weird, but could I take you to dinner? And he gave me his number, and we went out to dinner, and I paid him for his time. And then he came into the writing.
Paid him for his time.
And a little extra on top.
What is happening here?
I just paid him.
Put your clothes back on.
Great. And then I asked him all these questions, and then he came into the writer's room, and the studio were kind enough to, he's like our DMV consultant, kind of.
Is his name in the credits?
No.
Oh.
But
Oh, sorry. Oh, he can't be.
but he got
Is
paid
he
for
here?
his time, and
Is he here?
his name is Tyler, and that's Colette's last name.
That's right. That's a
So-
legacy.
And he came in and talked to
Legacy.
the writers for hours.
Yeah.
And
Hours
Like too
of
long? Was it
DMV
Get Out,
stories.
Tyler? Was it too long? Like, okay, Tyler.
No,
Okay.
it was good.
Yeah, it was all fascinating. And then also in our writing staff, like we learned a lot because everybody has a DMV story. And we heard about, one of our writers like injured his knee running out to get a document because he was worried about losing his place in line. We had another writer, who was trying to learn more and asked about actually interning and was told at a window, like, you got to take that up with Sacramento. And so like there's just constantly learning that's happening. And like we're even inspired by the set because like as we're walking around and we're seeing all the monitors up, we learned about there's an internal network at a DMV. So like we've turned that into a story, yeah.
You guys are experts on DMV. Like this, pretty astounding.
You're gonna walk into a DMV and there's gonna be photos of them. It's like, do not serve. Like these two just like taking photos.
Well, especially Dana just picking up randos at DMVs and then paying them. It's a little like, but it worked. It worked, and now you have a consultant. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. What was the weirdest DMV story that either he told or that you guys have heard just in general through talking to folks?
There's so many. I'm trying. Well, we are doing one story. There was someone once tried to pay their thousands of dollars in pennies because he was so annoyed about the registration fees, and so just to be a jerk, he brought in pennies.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do like, in this first episode, you're kind of spotlighting Mark Furston's character is just this asshole who I'm sure these actual DMV people deal with every single day. You guys are going to be the heroes soon of the DMVs. They may, actually accelerate your your license. You may not have to ever wait in line again at a DMV because of the service you're doing to that community.
That'd be really cool. That would be a neat perk. Honestly,
Right?
like my license is I need to renew it soon, but it expires 4 days after the premiere. I don't think we'll work that fast. Oh my God.
Maybe, but I think you need to definitely take advantage of that when you can.
I don't know how. I'll try.
So
But
what?
Yeah, the I like the poster, because all our lanyards kind of look like superhero capes. It's so cute.
So brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. No, absolutely. So let's talk about what you guys are excited because I think we're running out of time. So let's kind of wrap it up and give us a little more of a preview of what to expect this first season. What are you guys excited about folks seeing as the show progresses and what you've shot so far?
I was involved in a human pyramid. That was pretty fun. There's a few safety meetings, but I climbed them.
Yeah.
I climbed those people.
Successfully.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. But the scripts are just tight. They're so good. Every table read, we're like, boom, that's going to be fun. I think we're really spoiled by your writer's room, you guys. Sure. You guys are working so hard. And yeah,
Alex, how about
exciting.
you?
I'm looking forward, the opportunity to get to meet all of these amazing comics that come onto our set. So I won't say any names, but
Or you can say again. Well, yeah, exactly, right?
So, Randall, Tim, Randall Park, and Tim Meadows, growing up watching them on TV has been, a dream.
We just had another big one, but we can't say that one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. And
She was amazing.
Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah. Meeting all the new people as they come along and their roles.
Yeah, that's what just setting the show in East Hollywood has allowed you to sort of bring on some folks, and so some of these celebrities do play themselves, or what, or is it a mix?
We haven't done that yet, but that's
coming up,
that
right?
We'd like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get someone hot.
Gigi managed to will things happening, so
Yeah, she can think it'll appear.
and so it shall be. So
I pitched Steve-O last night, but Tony also doubled down on Steve-O. So I'm just gonna say it one more time publicly. Steve-O, come on down.
What about that magician that you and Tony like?
Oh, what's his name?
No, the other one.
The one
Chris
that dated
Angel.
Holly Madison. What's his name?
Chris Angel?
Yes, Chris Angel. That'd be fun.
Someone like that would be fun.
Or Holly Madison. She's a playmate.
these are the weirdest choices for celebrities,
now?
but
Mariah needs to, Register
not?
another Hummer.
Gigi, what are you excited for people to see that you've been up to so far in future episodes?
I think that too. I think to be with these like players and Harry is unbelievable on set with us. Like seriously, I hate to give her credit, but she's really good. She's really, really good. And it's just so fun on top of the things that they have written for us, to see the way she pulls different things out of our characters it's a different day on set. It's different than what you prepare for, what you think you're going into. And you study the script, and I'm so proud of the script and everything the writers have done. And you go in, and the way that she responds to you, it's like, okay, you have to be ready to fucking say something else, because just the looks that she'll give you and like the smallest, you got to be able to play. And so it feels like an exercise every day on set with all of them, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's such a great ensemble too. We haven't talked about Molly Kearney, and then of course you mentioned Tim Meadows,
Tony Cavallero.
Yeah, Tony, like
Beasts. They're all beasts.
Yeah,
all three of those.
It's been fun to just so far see what you guys are up to together. So Dana and Matt, why don't we wrap things up by giving us a little bit of a teaser on what you're excited about and where things are going in season 1.
I don't know what we're allowed to say or not say.
Everything.
Say it all.
He's making Andrea sweat down there.
We're probably not allowed to say.
No, I mean, first of all, like, it's such a gift to write for this cast. Like, you guys are amazing. It is really a dream. We're so grateful to be working and to have an order of 20. So grateful to CBS. They've been the best partners. And our casting team just like cast the shit out of this. And that's it. Our editor, Arthur, is
Yes,
Yeah,
Arthur
what's up,
Karnowski.
Arthur?
So it's been a dream, and creatively, I mean, just getting to know all these different people and the backstories and different combinations. It's really fun to do different story combinations of different characters. And
Yeah, thematically, we might look at automation, be it with machines or vehicles. But I would say, returning to just everybody who works on the show, like from top to bottom, is super, super talented. And it makes it really fun, to go to work. And it's really like we're playing. And, we get a chance to do things that, the writing staff spends a ton of time working on everything, but the script takes a new life when it does get on to set. And, we're able to play and discover new things. And it's frustrating. And Arthur can speak to it when we're in editing. And it's like, oh, I like this take. That's the one. I also like that take.
And then
So like that way. Yeah. And so that's a testament to everybody here and everybody at the studio and the network. And it's really a special show to be a part of. And I hope that comes across.
Yeah, well, shout out. A couple of woos. And it's just great to have another great comedy in our lives, too, because we need this show. And we need some of the other great shows like Ghosts, which is another fantastic CBS show returning. So DMV is premiering on Monday, October 13 at 8:30 p.m. and is available to stream live and on demand at Paramount Plus. But, of course, it's on CBS. So watch on CBS as well. Linear is still good. We still love linear TV too. So I think that does it. Go get your real IDs, and thank you for coming, and thank you to the cast and producers of DMV.